most glorious Sunday of the year is quickly approaching. Fans of the two remaining teams wait in angst. Coaches are watching the film and drawing up the game plan. Players who have been dreaming of this moment since they first put on a football helmet are preparing for the biggest test of their athletic careers. Super Bowl LII will feature the New England Patriots taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Both of these teams finished as the #1 overall seed in their respective conferences. However, both teams had considerable amounts of critics heading into the postseason. Injuries to key players plagued both teams and had to be overcome for each team to get to this point. Football is a team game, sure, but not too many people, if any, thought we would be seeing this matchup to decide the Super Bowl. Below are the two biggest injuries that each team suffered this season. Carson Wentz, torn ACL, QB. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz, 11, walks off after tearing his ACL in Week 14. Photo by Robert Hanashiro. USA Today Sports. When Carson Wentz went down in Week 14 with a torn ACL, everyone wrote the Eagles off. Wentz was leading the MVP race and was playing the best football at his position in the NFL. Surely this team could not continue to make a run without their leader. Enter Nick Foles. Foles has been a journeyman QB since departing from Philadelphia after the 2014 season. He had brief stints with the Rams and the Chiefs before reuniting with the Eagles this year. He had some success in the past, but no one thought he could muster any of that magic all these years later. However, that is just what he has done. In his 2 playoff starts this postseason, Foles has averaged close to 300 passing yards/game. He has thrown 3 touchdowns and no interceptions in those playoffs. He has done all of this while completing an impressive 78% of his passes. What Foles has done for the city of Philadelphia and this football team is truly remarkable. Jason Peters, torn ACL and MCL. Jason Peters has been one of the best linemen in the league for more than a decade. He is the cornerstone of the Eagles' offensive line. When he went down earlier in the year, Philly fans had real concerns about their O-line. These concerns would prove to be unnecessary as the Eagles still have one of the best units in the NFL. Pro Football Focus even named them the best offensive line of the year. Polypool Vitae has been phenomenal in place of Peters. He shut down the leading pass rusher for the Vikings in Everson Griffin during the NFC Championship. He, and the rest of the line, will need to continue the strong play for the last 4 quarters of the season. The Patriots have proven capable of getting to the quarterback and will look to do so next Sunday. Julian Edelman, torn ACL. Julian Edelman has been Tom Brady's bread and butter for a number of years now. He is, of course, not the biggest name on this roster, but he certainly makes big-time plays for this team. This can be evidenced by his legendary haul during last year's Super Bowl that helped New England clinch their 5th championship. Prior to the season opener this season, Edelman tore his ACL. Though the Patriots were still the favorite to win the Super Bowl again this season, there was certainly reason to believe they may not be able to do so without their scrappy receiver. Luckily, other weapons have stepped up for Brady in this offense. Danny Playoff Amendola has certainly earned his nickname. He caught the game-winning touchdown in the AFC title game against one of the best secondaries in the NFL. Brandon Cooks and Chris Hogan have also helped fill the void left by Edelman. It is going to take a 4-quarter effort by New England's pass catchers on Super Bowl Sunday, and they will have to do it without number 11, Dante Hightower, torn pec. MLB New England Patriots 2-time Super Bowl champion middle linebacker Dante Hightower, 54, tore his pec earlier in the year. Mandatory credit. Matthew Emmons. USA Today Sports. Dante Hightower does not get the credit he deserves for what he does for this defense. This can be expected when you play with the greatest quarterback of all time under the best coach of all time. Even still, his talent and value cannot be denied. A 2-time national champion in college at Alabama and a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots, Hightower has been the centerpiece of many championship-caliber defenses. Hightower tore his pec earlier this season and was lost to IR. His presence both on the field and in the locker room has certainly been missed. Despite this loss, in true Patriots fashion, this defense has risen to the occasion this postseason. They have held their playoff opponents to 17 points/game. They will be tested yet again next week when they take on the high-flying Eagles.